bottom of the second inning. Will stand in. Max Fried for a 3-run, 3 hits, all with 2 outs. As he for 9 in his career against Max Fried. In the air, right center field. This ball's hit pretty well. Acuna ranging back, but he will run it down for the second out of the inning. So Hernandez, a fly-out victim here for the second out, and now we'll flip things back over the top of the order here in the second inning. As Max Fried looks to throw his first clean inning of the game. Alcides Escobar, who flew out to start. First pitch to him here is a fastball at the bottom of the zone for a strike, 0-1. 3 for 13 in his career against Max Fried. The ball's hand to strike. Pitch from Fried, up bottom of the zone again. This time a slider, and it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Just stays high. Good idea on that fastball, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. A swing and a miss. Goes upstairs again with a fastball to retire the side. Much needed 1-2-3 inning for Max Fried. Ends it with a strikeout. 3-2 Nationals as we head to the third. Ronald Acuna Jr. set to lead things off to start the third inning. He's 1 for 1, started the game off with a base hit, also stole a base as he takes inside 1 ball and those strikes. Pitch fouled straight back at the plate, and it's a ball and a strike. Ronald Acuna had a rough homestand for the Braves, ended it well against Pittsburgh. As the 1-1 offering is downstairs 2-1. But he had a stretch where he was, I believe it was 0 for 14 before he actually got a hit. Average still well over 300 though this year, thanks to the very hot start that he had, and he's ahead 3-1 here with Swanson waiting on deck. Pretty good crowd here in Washington as well. As the hitters count 3-1 offering to Acuna is inside, and Acuna draws a leadoff walk. And the tying run is aboard here early in the third. As Dansby Swanson will now get a chance to swing. RBI double in the opening frame for him, got the Braves off and running early. But since then, Washington has scored 3 times to take the lead over Atlanta. Slide step and a ball outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Acuna on over at first. He already stole a base in the opening inning of this one. See if he tries to add on to his league-leading stolen base total. Swanson ahead in the count, 1 ball, no strikes. Inside, 2 balls, no strikes. Game 1 of 3 here in Washington, here on a Monday evening as the sun begins to set. As these two National League East rivals square off once again. 2-0 is in there, a slider at the bottom of the zone, and it's 2-1. This next pitch will be number 40 from Joe Ross. And they check on Acuna, who dives back in safely. Got an extra step off of first that time. And that's not good. Ronald Acuna seems to have hurt his back. Tweaked it. Hopefully it's not serious, but the Braves All-Star hopeful will have to exit the game. Adam Duvall will come in to pinch run and probably take over for Acuna for the rest of the ball game. So that's not good. Hitters count here to Swanson. Didn't pull the trigger on that hanging slider, and it's 2-2. So now all of Braves country is all really caring about the status of Acuna. Two balls, two strikes. Swinging a foul ball down the left side. Acuna, as everybody here in Braves country and pretty much all of baseball knows, missed most of the season last year. That torn ACL that he had against the Marlins. Braves went on to win the World Series with him sitting on the bench. And a lot of people were very excited to see him on full display this season, but he has to exit this game due to a back injury, and hopefully it's not too serious. Swanson works the count fullest, 3 balls and 2 strikes with Olson waiting on deck, and he swings and misses at that fastball for the first out. Good pitch there from Joe Ross in on the hands at 94 miles an hour for the first out here in the third. So now Matt Olson grounded out his first time to the plate. Runner on first, 1 out. Here in the top of the third inning. First pitch here to Olson. Downstairs, 1 ball and no strikes. Adam Duvall, the runner at first, pinch running for Ronald Acuna. The 1-0 pitch turned on and sent foul down the right side past Eric Young over there. A ball and a strike. Turned on this one and sends it foul down the right side. That would have been trouble for the Washington Nationals. Instead, it's a ball and 2 strikes. Matt Olson trying to protect the plate. 1-2, and he hits a little chopper. Good play by Ross off the mound, and he spins and fires to first in time. Duvall moves up to second base, so just the 1 out on the play. And there's a runner on second with 2 out as Olson's a ground out victim for the second time. And here is Austin Riley, struck out in the opening frame. He's 0 for 1. His average has skyrocketed over the past couple weeks, got it all the way up to 284 after he started really the month of May. Now that we're in about halfway through June, his average was down near the low 200s, but he's gotten it all the way back up to 284 at this point. 1-0 pitch out in front, and it's 1-1. On the fist, fouled back, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Braves coming off of a perfect homestand. They won 2 against Oakland and 4 game sweep over Pittsburgh. Now trying to have similar success here on the road, and that's not going to do it. Get it done though, as Riley goes down swinging for the second time. Joe Ross strands a base runner for the Braves, who trail 3-2 halfway through 3. Back here in Washington, Adam Duvall will remain in the game for Ronald Acuna, and if you're just now joining us, he dove back into first base and tweaked his back, so he was exited from the game, and Adam Duvall takes over in right field as Max Fried pounds his first pitch of the third inning, and it's fouled back by Robles. It's 0-1. Robles has had pretty good success in his career against Fried. He's 8 for 20. He's 0 for 1 so far here today. Breaking ball, foul. This ball just missed upstairs, and they'll do it again at a ball and 2 strikes. Breaking ball and a strikeout for Max Fried. There's one away here in the third. So Max Fried, after a rough first inning, has settled in pretty well the last inning plus. Down goes. Checked his swing, strike 1. Soto came up in the first inning with 2 out, nobody aboard. Kept the inning alive with a base hit up the middle. And then following that with 2 outs, a Nelson Cruz home run followed by another home run for the Nationals to get them up 3-2 in the first. So the 5-run combined first inning for both of these teams. Atlanta struck for 2 in the top half of the first inning, but the Nationals quickly responded with 3. Swing and a miss by Soto on a slider outside, and it is now 1-2. Nelson Cruz, who hit a home run last time, waits on deck. 1-2, and it hit him. On a 2-strike pitch, Soto gets hit in the shoulder, and that'll make way to Nelson Cruz, who homered his first time to the dish. Cruz batting just .205 on the year, but he's got 15 home runs to his credit, including one against Max Fried in the opening inning that tied the game at that point. And then Hernandez, who waits on deck now, went back-to-back with him to give the Nationals the lead. Cruz ahead in the count, 1 ball, no strikes. Same situation for Cruz as well, except there's 1 out rather than 2 like his first time, but Soto's on over at first the same way he was in the first inning when Cruz went deep. 1-1, Cruz again going the opposite field. Adam Duvall, fresh into the game, makes the catch for out number 2. So now that will bring in Yadiel Hernandez to the plate. Hernandez homered deep down the right field line off the foul pole. Gave the Nationals a 3-2 lead. He takes ball 1 here. 1 ball, no strikes. Off the outside corner, got the call there, and it's a ball and a strike. Runner on first, 2 out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Inside, 2 balls and a strike. So now it's hitters count to Hernandez, who homered his first time to the plate. Turns on this one and pops it up on the infield. Dansby Swanson just behind second base will corral that one to retire the side. Nationals strand 1 as we head to the 4th here in D.C. with the Nationals leading at 3-2. Back here for the start of the 4th inning, Eddie Rosario will stand in to lead things off in the 4th. Here for Atlanta, 1 for 1 with an RBI single into right center field, his first time to the plate. First pitch here from Ross is fouled away to the left, 0-1. Pretty good crowd on tap here in Washington. I'm assuming at least some of them are here for the Braves, who are currently in first place in the entire major leagues, as this one skied into right field for Soto. And that is out number 1 here in the 4th. Braves had that big 2-run first inning. Since then, haven't really done a whole lot since the Nationals struck for 3. Here's Manny Pena, who is 0 for 1. As the Pineapple stands in for the second time against Ross and takes outside 1-0. Just off the plate, but called a strike. Unlucky there for Pena, and it's 1-1. Swing and a miss, waves at that slider on the outer half, and it's 1-2. Takes inside, didn't bite at that inside sinker there, and it's even now at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Manny Pena as he swings right over the top of that slider. Good pitch from Ross, and that is out number 2. So Pena is now 0 for 2, and now here is Orlando Arcia, who gets the start for Ozzie Albies at second base today. He's 0 for 1 at the ground out. Nobody on, 2 out for the Braves second baseman today. First pitch, Arcia hits this one in the air, right field. Pretty well hit. Soto going back. This ball's drifting, and it's off the top of the wall. Arcia into second with a 2-out double. He was inches away from a game-tying homer, but the Braves will take an extra base hit here with 2 outs in the 4th. Football just kept on carrying, hit it way up there. He hit it a little bit more on the line. That ball might have gotten out of here, but Arcia will take the double, and now he'll make way to Harris, who attacks the first pitch and hits into the right field. That's going to fall in a base hit in front of Soto. Arcia is going to get to the green light and head for the plate. Here's the throw. It's up the line, and the Braves have tied the game in a matter of moments here with 2 outs in the 4th inning. Arcia doubles off the wall. 1 pitch later, Harris dumps one into right field for a game-tying RBI single. And we're tied at 3 here in Washington. Kind of similar to how the Nationals struck in the 1st inning. Braves wasting little time here with 2 outs in the 4th inning. And this game is tied at 3. And now a slide step here and a ball to Tyler O'Neill. It is 1-0. So we've got ourselves a ball game here in the nation's capital here this evening. One ball, no strikes here to Tyler O'Neill. Strike at the knees, a ball and a strike. Braves have 3 games here in Washington, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Off day on Thursday before they travel to Chicago for a weekend set at Wrigley Field. Friday, Saturday, Sunday against the Chicago Cubs. Here's the 1-1 to O'Neill. Good changeup at the knees, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. One and 2 here to Tyler O'Neill. Breaking ball stays high, and it's 2-2. So now the deuces are wild here for Joe Ross. Harris on at first, and a run home in the inning. Here's the 2-2, and he fouls it away to stay alive. 3-3 here in the 4th inning. Braves strike for a run here with 2 outs in the 4th. 2-out hitting President in this one, and O'Neill crushes this one. Adds on to the 2-out hitting as he sends one out of here to make it a 5-3 Braves lead. A laser beam, absolute line drive off the bat of Tyler O'Neill, and the Braves are back in front. It's 5-3. Man, he has been hitting well in the 9-hole. Tyler O'Neill unloads on that baseball to make it 5-3. Wow. And all of it coming with 2 outs, just like the Nationals did it in the 1st. Now here is Adam Duvall, came in for Acuna to follow that up. So a 3-run 4th inning, all coming with 2 outs, matching Washington's 3-run 1st inning, all with 2 outs. Here's the 1-0 downstairs, 2 balls, no strikes. So big shoes to fill for Duvall at the top of the order today. And everybody in Braves country is awaiting the status of Acuna. Hopefully it's just a little bit of a tweak and uncomfortableness for the Braves MVP candidate. Hitters count to Duvall. The 2-1 is inside, 3-1. All 4, he walked him. So Acuna walked before he got hurt earlier in the ball game, and now Duvall walks in his place. And now here's Dansby Swanson. As the inning will continue here in the 4th. First pitch to Dansby is outside, 1-0. Braves with 3 runs here in the 4th inning. All coming with 2 outs is Mason Thompson warming up in the Nationals bullpen. It started with an Orlando Arcia double off the right field wall, followed by a Michael Harris RBI single, and then a Tyler O'Neill home run. Outside, 2 balls and no strikes. 22 pitches plus now for Joe Ross in this 4th inning. Swanson ahead in the count. 2 balls, no strikes, and hits this one foul on the right side. They'll do it again at hitters count 2-1. Hitters count to Swanson. The 2-1, wave and a miss, and it's 2-2. A lot of Braves fans here at the ballpark. Away to 2-2 pitch here with 2 outs. The deuces are wild. And Swanson hammers this one deep left field. And the onslaught will continue here in the 4th. It's another 2-run homer. And it's 7-3 Atlanta. Swanson's 9th of the year. He loves hitting here in D.C. And so do the Braves. And that dugout is pumped up now. How about a 5-run inning? All coming with 2 outs for the Braves. Dansby Swanson, 418 feet, 106 miles an hour off the bat, and a big blast that'll exit Joe Ross from this game. Had a good start for Joe Ross. Gave up 2 runs in the first, but then he settled in for a couple innings, but then the Braves just unloaded on him. A 5-run inning, all with 2 outs, knocks him out of the game, and now here's Mason Thompson out of the Nationals bullpen. 19 games under his belt with a 3-3 record. He's 0 for 1 in save opportunities this year, but this isn't a save opportunity. 4.37 ERA, 48-24 strikeout to walk ratio, and his first task with 2 outs and 5 runs home in the inning will be Matt Olson, who is 0 for 2 with a couple ground outs. Strike 1 on the inside corner. Olson's batting average has dropped down to below 300 over the past week or so, as he looks to get back into the hot column. Always a threat at the plate, though. 1 ball, 1 strike. Leads the National League in RBIs with 61. Top 3 in home runs. If there's a hitting statistic, there's at least one Atlanta Brave up at the top. On the ground right side, and Bell will take it to the bag to end the inning. Olson grounds out for the 3rd time, but not before the Braves unload on Joe Ross and the Nationals. They score 5 runs in the inning, all with 2 outs, and take a 7-3 lead here in D.C. Bottom of the 4th inning, and Max Fried has the lead and a 4-run cushion to work with, as his first task will be Josh Bell here in the 4th inning. 6-7-8 due up for the Nationals. So Max Fried can breathe after that 3-run first inning. Braves explode to give him a 4-run cushion as he pounds in a strike, 0-1. Bell is 3 for 12 in his career against Fried, as the 0-1 is skied the other way to right field for Adam Duvall, who drifts towards the line and corrals that one for out number 1. So Bell's a fly-out victim here to start the 4th inning, and now Keibert Ruiz will stand here, nobody on, and 1 out. Stays high to him. 1 ball, no strikes. Ruiz 2 for 5 against Fried in his career. He's batting 180 on the year. As Max Fried looks to settle into the middle innings well after a rough start. Found straight back, and it's 1-1. Approaches 50 pitches here in the 4th inning. He's at 47 right now. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ruiz. Inside, and hitters count at 2-1. Top of the zone fastball taken for a strike, and it's 2-2. And it's a strikeout on the outside corner. There's 2 away here in the 4th. Ruiz goes down looking. He couldn't pull the trigger. And there's quickly 2 out here in the 4th inning. Frozen. Knee-high, outside corner, beautifully placed on that fastball, and Fried gets the strikeout. Now here with 2 out, nobody aboard, here's Maikel Franco, who is 0 for 1. First pitch to him is inside, 1 ball, no strikes. Grounded out back in the second inning, batting .295 on the year. Just 1 home run to his credit, he's got 10 RBIs on the season for Washington. 1-0 pitch, fouled back, and it's a ball and a strike. 9th season in the league, former Philadelphia Phillies, stayed in the National League East for quite a bit. As he hammers this one fouled on the left side, they'll do it again at 1-2. As Max Fried looks for another 1-2-3 inning here in the 4th. Just missed inside, good pitch there for Max. Now the deuces are wild here for Max Fried against Maikel Franco. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Breaking ball stays high, and it's full count now. 3-2. Max Fried winds and deals his payoff pitch to Franco, and it's fouled back. They'll do it again. .56 pitches now for Fried. His 57th is another payoff. And a strikeout to end the inning. Max Fried has settled into the middle innings well after a rough start. And we are through 4 in a 7-3 Braves lead. Back here in Washington, pretty good crowd on tap for game 1 of this 3-game set here in the nation's capital between the Braves and the Nationals. Austin Riley will stand in to lead things off for Atlanta, as they now have a 4-run lead after a 5-run inning last time around, all coming with 2 outs. 4, 5, and 6 due up here against Thompson as he pounds in a sinker past the swinging Riley, 0-1. Riley takes downstairs, good take on a good slider, and it's a ball and a strike. This ball's hammered straight away center field. Austin Riley been in for another home run, and he's got it. Straight away center field, a leadoff home run here in the 5th inning for Austin Riley. Home run number 19 on the year, and it's 8-3 Atlanta. That ball was launched. Loud off the bat, Austin Riley, straightaway center field power, and the Braves extend their lead. They've now scored 6 unanswered runs. 413 feet, 106 miles an hour off the bat, and a big fly for Riley to keep it going. And now here's Eddie Rosario. Outside, 1 ball, no strikes. 1 for 2 with an RBI single back in the 1st inning for Eddie Money. As Rosario awaits the 1-0 pitch. Inside, 2-0. Eddie Rosario now has the lead for batting average in the National League. Both Ronald Acuña's and Tommy Edmonds have fallen over the past week or so. So Eddie Rosario now stands alone at the top in National League batting average, which doesn't really get talked about a whole lot around the MLB. Eddie Rosario is an underrated guy that gets overshadowed quite a bit. 3 balls and a strike.
Count is 3-1.
Top of the zone. I'm surprised he didn't try to unload on that one. But it's full count at 3-2 to Rosario. Swinging a ground ball right side. Into the shift it goes. And Rosario is a ground out victim here for the first out of the 5th. Phillies have a 5-1 lead over the Marlins in Philadelphia. Alec Boehm with a couple RBIs for Philadelphia. The National League East update there. Here's Manny Pena, who is 0 for 2. On the ground back up the middle, and Pena hits the base at second base. On the recovery, they throw to first, not in time. That would have been an unlucky break for Pena if he was thrown out after he hit the base right up the middle. But it is a single for the Pineapple. That was a lot closer than it should have been for Pena. And now here's Orlando Arcia, who doubled off the right field wall his last time, and he came around to score. So he's 1 for 2, got his average back up over 200 off the bench. As he bats here with a runner on first and 1 away. Got the call on the outside half. It's 0-1. 3 for 4 in Arcia's previous game with a couple of home runs. In the air, right field, slicing away, and run down by Soto. Good play out there. That ball would have landed foul. Soto runs it down for out number 2. And Arcia is a fly-out victim. Pena remains at first. And there's 2 away here for Michael Harris, who had an RBI single his last time. Since getting called up at the beginning of the month of May, he is batting .274 on the season. He's got 5 home runs and 17 RBIs. And his success hitting on the road continues for the Braves. His batting average is better on the road, as we mentioned in the open. That ball is outside, 1 ball, no strikes to Harris. 6 RBIs over the past week. 1 ball, no strikes. Harris slaps that one foul past Washington over there at third, and it's 1-1. Pena off at first with 2 outs, a run home in the inning on the Austin Riley home run. Michael Harris trying to keep the inning alive. 1 ball, 1 strike. And he slaps this one the other way. He's got a 2-hit night as he sends it down the left field line. Pena around second as this ball gets by Hernandez in left field. Pena will round to third and head for the plate. A bad throw in. Here's the relay, the slide, and he's out. That was an interesting play. Pena got aggressive. And you can't blame him, but a good relay there from Bell to retire the side here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Start of the 5th inning as we welcome you back to Washington. Max Fried remains out there at 57 pitches here. And he's got a 5-run lead to work with now thanks to Austin Riley. Cesar Hernandez takes ball 1 to lead off the 5th. 9-1-2 due up here for Washington. Hernandez was a fly-out victim his first time to the plate back in the 2nd inning. Stays high 2-0. Trying to make out what the fans are chanting there. It almost sounded like they were chanting DC over and over again, which makes sense since we're in the nation's capital. But Washington took a 3-2 lead in the 1st inning, and since then the Braves have exploded. They've scored 6 unanswered runs since the Nationals took a 3-2 lead. There's a strike on the outer half, and it's 3-1. As Fried looks to bounce back after falling behind 3-0 to Hernandez. Out straight back. We mentioned that if there's a hitting category, a statistic, the Braves at least have 1 person at the top. The home run list in the National League for the Braves, or I guess in the entire National League, the top 3 guys in the first top 5, as this one is popped up on the infield for Matt Olson. And he will get under it to make the catch for out number 1 here in the 5th. The top 3 out of the top 5 in the National League home run list are all Braves. It's Acuna who leads the league. Then you have Matt Olson and Ozzie Albies behind him in the 1, 2, and 3 spots before you even get somebody else. And that other person is Pete Alonso. And then you got Manny Machado. So the top 3 are all Braves, and the 4 out of 5 in the top 5 are all in the National League East. Just shows you how dominant this division has been, at least from the Mets and the Braves perspectives. Alcides Escobar, 0 for 2, stands here with 1 out, nobody aboard here in the 5th as he has to back away out of danger there, and it's even now at 1-1. Slapped the other way and caught on a soft line drive to Orlando Arcia for out number 2. Two out, nobody aboard. Max Fried has settled into this one well. And here is Victor Robles, who is 0 for 2. Nobody on, 2 out. For the Nationals 2-hole hitter, Robles takes upstairs 1-0. Left side, Riley on the backhand. Sets and fires from foul territory, and it's a strike to first to end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Nationals. Braves hold on to an 8-3 lead after 5. Tyler O'Neill set to lead things off in the 6th inning. He hit a mammoth 2-run home run his last time to the plate on a laser beam into the bleachers over the top of the bullpen in left field. So here he is leading things off in the 6th inning with a foul ball. It is 0-1. Thompson remains out there for the Nationals. He's at 19 pitches out of the bullpen. He's given up a a solo shot to Austin Riley since becoming the pitcher in this game as he pounds it outside to O'Neill 1-1. Braves love having Tyler O'Neill in that 9 spot. They almost treat it as a second leadoff spot. Him following Acuna in that 9, flip it over to 1, has been deadly this year since they traded him. As he skies that one to right field for Soto. As he tried to go to the opposite field, just didn't have enough slice on it. And that is the out. First out of the 6th inning, and now back to the top of the order we go. After Acuna dove back into first base and tweaked his back is what it looked like. And Duvall is 0 for 1 at bat with a walk thus far, and he takes a fastball for a strike here, 0-1. Overshift is on for Duvall. A lot of guys over to the left side of the infield. One guy over to the right is Josh Bell. Duvall swings right through that fastball, and it's 0-2. Nobody on, 1 out, 6th inning. Braves have an 8-3 lead here over the Nationals in game 1 of this 3-game set. 0-2 to Duvall, and he chases out of the zone. That's a strikeout for the second out here of the 6th. So Duvall chases it out of the zone. Good pitch there from Thompson on a slider. And now here is Dansby Swanson to bat with 2 out and nobody aboard. Swanson's had a good game thus far. Home run his last time. As he checked his swing there, and it's 0-1. Hit that mammoth home run into left field his previous time. He's 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs on the game. Had an RBI double earlier in the ballgame as well. Now back, and it's 0-2. Four hits in the previous 2 games for Swanson. He went 2 for 3 yesterday as well. No balls, 2 strikes here as he tries to protect the plate. On the ground right side, that's another 2-out hit. He goes against the shift, and Swanson's got a 3-hit night here in Washington. Makes them pay for shifting him. And another 2-out hit here for the Braves. That'll make way to Matt Olson, give him a chance to swing here in the 6th inning. Olson's 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. Trying to change those ways as he takes off the plate. 1 ball and no strikes. 23 home runs, second in the National League for Olson behind Ronald Acuna. 61 RBIs is atop the National League. Slide step and a ball outside, 2-0. See if Swanson tries to nab second base with the Braves leading it by 5 as they check on him over there. Olson way ahead, 2 balls, no strikes. Inside corner, called a strike at 97, and it's 2-1. Hitters count now here to Matt Olson. 3 ground outs, trying to elevate something. Runner takes off on a 2-1 pitch. It's taken for a strike, and the throw down to second is late. Swanson with a stolen base here with 2 out in the 6th. Let's take a look at StatCast powered by Google Cloud. 11.2 feet on the lead. 19.75 miles an hour. 1.79 catcher pop time, which isn't horrible, but Swanson got a good jump. And he is able to steal second base. And now here's the Deuces Wild offering to Olson, who strikes out as he swings right over the top of that changeup to retire the side. Olson's now 0 for 4. Braves straight a base runner, but still lead by 5. Bottom of the 6th inning, and the heart of the order for the Nationals is due up. 3, 4, and 5, starting here with Juan Soto, who is 1 for 1 with a hit by pitch. In this one, turns on this one and crushes it down the line, foul, 0-1. Currently top 3 in All-Star game voting for right fielders. Soto singled back in the first inning, got hit by a pitch his previous time. Strike on the outside corner, 0-2. Somehow made contact with that pitch. A 96 mile an hour fastball off the plate like that, and he was able to poke it away foul and stay alive. As Max Fried has settled in very well in this one. Inside 1-2. Downstairs, even now at 2-2. Max Fried has settled into this game very well after giving up 3 runs in the first inning. And he strikes out Soto looking here on a fastball on the outer half. And there's one away here in the 6th. So 1 out, nobody aboard for Nelson Cruz, who homered earlier in the ballgame. Braves lead 8-3. Here in the 6th inning, first pitch to Cruz is off the plate, 1-0. 2-run home run to tie the game at that point in the first inning. And following him, the Nationals took the lead, and then a couple innings later, the Braves explode. They've scored 6 unanswered runs to this point and have an 8-3 lead as Cruz fouls that one away, 1-1. Cruz off the fist, inside out swing, and a base hit to right field. So Cruz has got a 2-hit night here against Max Fried. And he'll make way to here to Hernandez, who also homered back in the first inning. Just hit a little inside out swing, turns to gold against the shift. Now here is Hernandez, who is 1 for 2. Home run off the right field foul pole in the first inning, as he stays high, 1 ball and no strikes. Batting .254 coming into this at bat, 3 home runs on the